Hi, my name is Barinder Ghai. I represent a company called Alleima. It's a Swedish company, and I'm Director Technical Marketing and New Business Development, and I'm based in UK. Alleima, we used to be Sandvik, and then we got divested a couple of years ago. So Alleima is a company which is into material innovations and material solutions. Mainly when we talk about material, it's all about tubular materials, but we also have strip, and we also have one division called Kanthal, which is into heating elements. But we are known for the corrosion resistance alloys, and then we help industry to combat their corrosion problems. We did a very nice project. It was recently done last year, and this was for a refinery in Europe, wherein it was conversion from fossil to bio. And that's where we discussed this project with all the stakeholders. There was a very high nickel alloy, which was the material of selection. However, we innovated something called Sanicro 35, a new material grade. And the outcome was this material was selected as a solution for 8 heat exchangers, which could compete with very high nickel alloys on corrosion properties and also on mechanical properties, but also a lot of cost saving. So I think this was one of the flagship projects we did very recently. Yeah, there was a time when you didn't wanted to see people, and we all know what was the time. I'm talking about the COVID. However, you will see that we missed a lot because you can have Teams meeting, but it's a very limited time, and then you cannot spend more time. You cannot actually ask follow-up questions. So face-to-face meeting can never be replaced, according to me. I think, and this kind of events which brings networking face-to-face, I believe they are more productive because then you can discuss at length, you can discuss with multiple stakeholders, and it's a good platform wherein you can all discuss one kind of technology or one issue, but then working towards a common solution. So that's the reason I think face-to-face meetings are very important. You cannot do it every day, but at least whenever you get opportunity, I prefer to do face-to-face. I was leading the panel which was fueling the future, and this was mainly about transition from fossil to biofuels, and there was a lineup of extreme speakers in our panel. And I think the key message what we all got from industry is, of course, we have 2030 decarbonization targets, and we all have to work towards those targets. It's not something that only one can do the job. I think the industry has to come together, whether it is refinery, whether it is licensors, whether it is an aviation company, and whether it is the transport. So everyone has to come together, make some crucial investment decisions because everything costs money. But of course, if you look at the future, wherein you really want to cut down CO2 emissions, so the key message is, yes, let's all work together as an industry and try to reduce the CO2 emission and achieve the targets what we have for 2050. So that was the key message and driver. Yeah. I think it's a good follow-up question, the same what I mentioned to you. So what is changing downstream is mainly conversion from fossil to bio. So you will see Europe, we in Europe are driving this initiative, and this is changing in a way that we will stop using fossil feedstock and we will all go towards renewable feedstock. And I think this is a trend which is now driving, and this will continue. But being in Europe, because of the decarbonization targets, we are industry leaders. So everyone is working towards this initiative. So this is the biggest change, whether you talk about downstream refinery or petrochemical, everywhere the same thing is happening. So I believe that is the biggest change, conversion of fossil towards bio. This is a very good question, and there is no simple answer to it, to be honest. So what innovation we need is, Of course, when we talk about the conversion, so initially we have now HEFA process, which is hydrotreated ester and fatty acid, which is the most common process now for conversion, which was an innovation. But then, of course, we know that there is a limited feedstock. So after 2030, then you need to look towards different feedstocks. So what we need is innovation in different processes and technologies. So then you hear about alcohol to jet, or you talk about e-fuels. So I think these are all the innovative parts which are already being dealt with different stakeholders. And this is what we need as an innovation when you talk about the change to downstream industry. I think this is all connected, which I have been answering now. So if you see, the major outcome is that you will see some kind of percentage. Now we are able to maybe generate 2 to 3% of renewable fuel. You can see the change in the marine industry. So everywhere you can see a little bit of change. And I think this is a big innovation and driver. So of course, because we have just started, so it will go in a gradual step. But of course, we have target for 2030, then there will be gradual setup in 2050. But of course, by 2050, we need the decarbonization probably as good as 100%. So I think this is something which is a very positive trend in the industry. So of course, again, connecting back, we all need to collaborate together, because it cannot be solved by one person. I will give credit to Julia, who was our personal manager. I believe she did a great job. She was very passionate. Also with follow-ups, sometimes she was driving, which is sometimes good because we are very busy in our lives. So I think, but she made sure not to be very pushy. But if we told her that, yeah, of course we can send you an email, but I think the biggest part was arranging the meetings, which we wanted. And I think she did a good job arranging the meetings with whom we wanted to speak with. So overall, very good, and overall very positive experience. So yeah, we like it. Thank you.